In the gilded kingdom of Ethelgerd, nestled among shimmering rivers and emerald forests, lived Princess Aurelia. But Aurelia wasn't your typical fairy tale princess. She didn't dream of grand balls or heroic princes. Her greatest love, her deepest passion, was for her magnificent, cloud-like bed. She was, to put it simply, the laziest princess in all the land. Every morning, the sun would stream through her lavish bedroom window, but Aurelia would just pull the silken covers higher over her head. Her royal duties postponed. Her lessons with the royal tutor snoozed through. Her favorite phrase was, "I'll do it tomorrow," a promise that was as fleeting as a morning mist. The king and queen, her parents, despaired. They tried coaxing, they tried commanding, but Aurelia's laziness was as unmovable as the castle walls. Her royal chambers were a testament to her idleness, with gowns draped over chairs, half-eaten trays of food on tables, and books left open and unread. The staff would clean it, of course, but within an hour, it would return to its state of comfortable chaos. One crisp autumn evening, as Aurelia was drifting off to sleep, she felt a peculiar chill in the air. A shimmering light filled her room, coalescing into the form of a woman with starlight in her hair and a gown woven from twilight. It was Alara, the royal sorceress, a figure usually seen only during grand state ceremonies.
Alara's expression was kind but firm.
She had watched the princess for long enough. "Princess Aurelia," she said, her voice like the rustling of leaves. "Your kingdom needs you. But you are lost in a slumber of your own making. It's time for you to see the world as it truly is, not just from your window." Before Aurelia could even yawn in response, Alara waved her hand. The world dissolved into a swirl of colors, and Aurelia felt a dizzying sensation, like falling through a dream. When her senses returned, she was standing in the same spot, in her own bedroom. But everything was different. The rich tapestries were faded and torn. The beautiful furniture was chipped and dusty. Her once plush bed was lumpy and bare. A cold draft blew through a crack in the window pane. Confused and alarmed, Aurelia rushed out of her room and into the castle corridors. The gleaming marble floors were now dull and grimy. The portraits of her ancestors looked down with sorrowful eyes. The castle, once a beacon of prosperity, looked neglected. It looked just like her bedroom used to. She ran to the throne room, calling for her parents. There, on the thrones, sat the king and queen, but they were aged far beyond their years. Their faces were etched with worry, their fine clothes replaced with simple, worn-out robes. "Mother? Father!" Aurelia cried.
The queen looked up, her eyes tired. "Aurelia?"
"You finally woke up? What happened?" Aurelia asked, her heart pounding. "Where is all the gold? Why does the castle look like this?" The king sighed, a sound heavy with regret. "It's been years, my dear. While you slept and delayed, the kingdom suffered. Our allies grew weary of our broken promises. Our treasury dwindled from mismanagement. Our people lost faith. We tried to manage, but without your help, without the future ruler showing any interest, the spirit of Ethelgard faded." Aurelia was horrified. This couldn't be real. She ran from the throne room, out into the castle courtyard, and into the city. The vibrant marketplace she remembered was now a collection of nearly empty stalls. The townsfolk looked thin and weary. The cheerful laughter of children was gone, replaced by a somber quiet. She saw the royal gardens, once a masterpiece of color and life, now overgrown with weeds and thorns. A garden she was supposed to help tend. She saw the library, its shelves half empty, the books she was supposed to study now covered in dust. Everything she had neglected, everything she had put off until tomorrow, had withered and Aurelia approached a baker she recognized, a jolly man who used to give her warm pastries. Now, he looked gaunt and sad. "What happened to your wonderful cakes?" she asked, her voice trembling. He looked at her with hollow eyes. "Hard to bake with no flour, princess. The trade routes were neglected. We stopped receiving shipments years ago. We make do with what we can." The weight of his words hit her like a physical blow. Her laziness, wasn't just about a messy room or missed lessons. It had real, devastating consequences for the people she was meant to lead and protect.
She saw the seamstress who used to design her beautiful gowns, now
Mending torn rags.
She saw the stable master, his prize-winning horses gone, replaced by a single, tired old mule. Every face, every crumbling building, was a reflection of her own inaction. Overwhelmed with guilt and sorrow, Aurelia sank to the ground in the middle of the desolate town square. Tears streamed down her face. "I'm so sorry," she whispered to the empty air. "I didn't know. I never thought." Just then, the starlight shimmer returned, and Elara, the sorceress, stood before her. "Do you see now, princess?" she asked gently. "A kingdom is not a bed to be slept in. It is a garden to be tended. Every task, no matter how small, is a seed. When you neglect them, weeds will grow." Aurelia looked up, her face stained with tears. "I see," she choked out. "Please, Elara. Is there any way to fix this? I'll do anything. I'll work every day. I'll never be lazy again." Elara smiled. A true, warm smile this time. "That is all I needed to hear." She waved her hand once more. The world swirled again, and Aurelia found herself back in her own lavish, comfortable, slightly messy bedroom. The morning sun was just beginning to peek over the horizon. It had all been a vision, a glimpse into a possible future. But for Aurelia, it was as real as the beating of her own heart. She didn't pull the covers over her head. She didn't even hit snooze. She leaped out of bed with a newfound energy she'd never felt before. First, she tidied her room, folding her gowns and clearing her tables with surprising efficiency. Then, she got dressed not in a silken nightgown, but in a simple, practical dress. She marched down to the kitchens, surprising the cooks who were just starting their day. "I'm here to help," she announced. And she did. She learned to knead dough, to shell peas, to scrub pots. It was hard, messy work, but with every task she completed, she felt a sense of satisfaction she had never known. From there, she went to her tutor and apologized for her years of absence, promising to study harder than anyone. She went to the royal gardens and worked alongside the gardeners, feeling the soil under her fingernails. She visited the stables, the library, the council chambers, offering her help, her ideas, and most importantly, her time. The king and queen were astonished, then overjoyed. The entire castle buzzed with a new energy, inspired by their transformed princess. Aurelia discovered that she was actually good at many things. She had a keen mind for strategy, a gentle hand with plants, and a natural ability to connect with her people. The work was tiring, but it was a good kind of tired, the kind that comes from a day well spent. She still loved her comfortable bed, but now, when she lay down at night, it wasn't to escape her life, but to rest and recharge for another productive day. Princess Aurelia became known not as the lazy princess, but as Aurelia the Diligent. Her kingdom, under her active and caring guidance, flourished more than ever before. She learned that true royalty wasn't about wearing a crown or sleeping on silken sheets. It was about responsibility, hard work, and the joy that comes from making a difference. And she never again said, "I'll do it tomorrow," because she had learned the most valuable lesson of all. The best time to build a better future is always today. Thanks so much for watching our story today. If you enjoyed this tale of transformation, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories every week. Let us know in the comments what lesson you took away from Princess Aurelia's journey. We'll see you next time!